Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Well, another day is in the offing, and I'd like to invite you to start the day with a short tarot reading with me. It is a general reading, and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you, and bring it with you as you spend the whole day. Now, it is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, the universe might have a message for you. Now, let's try to begin by trying to see what is the main energy for today. Wow, the main energy for today is the Magician. Okay, it seems like at the start of the day, you know what it reminds me? When we were still very young, how our mother would pack certain food into lunch boxes in order to give to us so that we'll be able to bring it to school. So somehow it's our mother's way of lovingly providing for what we will need throughout the day as we go to the school. So I remember my mother would lovingly rush through things, because she also has to go to work. But before she goes to work, she makes it a point that she's able to cook something for us, and I enjoy eating it when lunchtime comes. I enjoy eating it, knowing that the food that I am eating is a result of the labor of love of my mother for us. And it's like that also. It's this one, the Magician, somehow shows to us the labor of love of the universe, of the spirit and our spirit guides for us. Each day when we start the day, it's as if the universe, somehow this card is telling us, today as you start your day, the universe has already prepared everything for us. Somehow, everything that we need for this day's journey, the universe has provided everything. It has already anticipated all our needs. So all that we need to face the day, it's all provided for us. Knowing that the universe already has prepared everything, the universe has already arranged the situations that we will meet and has already prepared everything for us, so that when we meet that situation, we will be able to handle the situation with ease, and we will be able to use the tools necessary, the tools that we need to use for that situation. The universe has also provided already. He has packed it into a lunch box. Remember the picture of the fool, where the fool only carries a small bag in a pole over his shoulder. At the tip of a pole, there is this small bag which contains everything that he needs for the journey. It's like this one also. It's the universe telling us through the card of the Magician that everything that we need for the day, the universe has already prepared. And not only that, the universe has already prepared everything also in advance on the situation that we're going to meet for today. So just like a mother, the universe has packed our lunch, everything that we need. He has given us a stable emotion, a good logical frame of mind, and has already given us the fire within, and also has given us the enlightenment and also the resources that we need, so that we will feel stable as we face the challenges of the day. And not only that, He is sending us His loving presence. It's like our mom sending us a note telling us, have a great day. It's the universe also telling us, have a great day and do not worry. I am just here with you. It's their mom also. You know that your mother is accessible. Anytime you need her, you can get in touch with her. Here, the universe is telling us with the infinity sign on top of the head of the Magician. The universe is telling us, I am with you all the way. That's the beauty of the spirit. Everywhere we are, everywhere we go, the spirit is there with us. Even in those loneliest part of our person where people cannot reach us, the universe is there with us. And everything is flourishing. Everything is provided for. He has given us also the ability to create new things. It's as if the universe is inviting us also to be a co-creator in the creative process of the universe. So somehow he has already given us some little pointers and some notes on how we can help the universe, how help the spirit in the creative process of the universe. So the magician card, now that we encountered it, is somehow telling us, don't worry, everything is prepared. All you have to do is to be there, and you will know what to do. Everything that you already have, you can do it, because everything that you have, everything that you need to have in order to accomplish the goal, I have already prepared it. You just go to your toolbox, okay, in your spirit realm and in your physical realm. Everything will be provided for you. Now let's try to see how this will unfold. Okay. Oh, okay, so there will be some challenges. That's why the universe has prepared everything for us. Okay. There will be some challenges. Now somehow the card, the beauty of the tarot card is somehow they give us glimpses of our possible futures. So like for this time, there is a possibility that you will encounter some things that will give you anxiety. For some of us, they will give us sleepless nights. No? So somehow they already gave it to us. But when you see it, the card has anticipated already this situation that will give us anxieties. No? So it means that everything that you need in order to face these things, the universe has already prepared everything. So somehow they are already telling us we did not have to be anxious about whatever situation we will face in the near future. So somehow they're saying a reassurance, don't worry, everything you need to face this challenge is already provided for. There is no need for you to have sleepless nights. There's no need for you to be anxious about anything, because I have provided everything that you need. At the same time, I am with you. So somehow in advance, the universe is saying, yes, you will encounter possible challenges in the near future, but always remember, I am with you, and I will take care of everything. I like the phrase of this religious leader that I knew of. It's a female. She's a female, and she once told me that when I have a problem with regards to the people I care for, I go and kneel down in prayer, and I tell the divine or the spirit or God, I tell him, Lord, we have a problem. Can you solve it for us? Okay. To always remember that, we are just the sort of like the assistant of the divine. We are just co-creators. So when we have a problem, we encounter a problem, we don't have to carry the stress and the anxiety of that problem. We can always kneel down in prayer and say to the divine or to the spirit or to God, Lord, we have a problem and it's making me feel anxious. Can you take care of it for me? And then afterwards you forget about it. It's like a little child going to his parents or her parents, and then telling them, I destroyed my toy. Can you please fix it for me? And then the child forgets about it and starts playing again. So starts living the present moment again. So it's like that. When we encounter something that will give us anxiety, which for some of us, we might encounter it in the proximate future, very near future. So it's time for us to sit up in prayer. This person can be despairing, but this can be a person also who is covering their face in order to go into their inner center and praying to the divine. Lord, something is giving me anxiety right now. Something is giving me a problem. Can you solve it for me? And then you forget about it and you go to sleep. And ask your angels to protect you and to guide you, to guard you. The angel prayer again. I know I've mentioned it before, but it's good also to mention it, especially at night time when you feel anxious. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love entrust me here, ever this day be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen. Knowing that you are provided for, you are protected, and you are accompanied by the universe, by the Spirit, takes away the anxiety. It's like a child running to the parent when they feel scared. It's a child running to the parent when they are hurt. It's a child running to their parent when they feel insecure. And knowing that the moment they rush to the divine, they will be embraced lovingly and they will feel safe. So somehow this card prepares us already that there will be challenges that might bring us anxiety. When that comes, always remember you are not alone and you can always rely on the Spirit to protect you, to make you feel safe, to remove the anxiety. Now, what is the advice of the universe for us? See, you need not have to worry. You're a cup that is overflowing. And you see, you're already overflowing, and the Spirit, which is symbolized by the dove, will even give you His loving presence. And so you will continue to overflow because you are in touch with the unlimited source of everything. They say that the universe continues to unfold, and up to this moment, the creative energy of the universe continues. So in a certain sense, it's like that. The cup is already flowing, overflowing, and yet the presence of the divine continues to provide you with all your needs. So everything is being constantly replenished. So whatever anxieties you will have, as long as you ask the divine to help you, the divine will make that cup overflow and remove all those anxieties from you and fill you with the loving presence of the divine in your life. And you will continue to touch the world around you. You too will be part of that creative process of bringing life to the world around you. So this card assures you this too will pass, and this situation that is challenging does not have to bring you anxiety, because the universe is there and He will make your cup overflow. He will constantly provide for your needs. And you see here, when you look at this image of an inverted letter M, like a W, it's like two pillars and a mountain. When you stay in the center of that two pillars and that mountain, you feel secure. All you have to do is to face what is in front of you. It's as if the mountain is the divine and the pillars are also your spirit guides. You are surrounded with security. So there's no need for you to fear, to face the challenges which is before you. So the yods also symbolizes the loving presence of the divine in your life. So somehow the Ace of Cups shows us, don't worry, this too will pass. I'll take care of your situation. Just trust me and enjoy my loving presence. Enjoy everything you need is provided for you in your journey. So somehow it's nice, no? In our tarot reading, the universe already anticipated. You will encounter challenges, but don't worry. We'll take care of it for you. Just be there, and everything is going to be just fine. I remember when I was still young, I have pet dogs, and my pet dogs, when I go for a walk in the afternoon, they would go and accompany me. And when they are with me, they're not afraid. They have this certain confidence that they are very curious, and they're not afraid to face everything. Now, when other dogs would start to run before them or run after them, they would run very fast towards my presence, and once they are already beside me, then they bark again as if they are not afraid, because they know that we have our master to protect us. So in a certain sense, they have that confidence to explore the world. And then when other dogs would run after them, they immediately run to my presence and suddenly they regain their confidence. So it's the same also with the divine. When you know that the divine is with us, nothing can go against us. We have that confidence knowing the presence of the divine in our life. So somehow this is what we can see from our tarot card readings. Let us now go to the second part, which is the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, the card belongs to the Affirmators card deck, and the card for today is entitled Forgiveness. Congratulations! You are being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is: forgiveness. Imagine that you have been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. So, have fun wielding your new power, but remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. I like this part, this last part. When we learn to forgive, we immediately gain something beautiful, and that is inner peace. Somehow, when we try to relate it to the tarot reading we just had, no, wherein everything that you need, the universe has already provided for you. Maybe also part of it is the ability to forgive. So, if ever the situation, the anticipated situation that might potentially give you anxiety comes, it can be a situation where somebody will treat us unkindly. Well, we cannot control such a situation where people would treat us unkindly, unless the best thing that we can do, the best thing that is within our control, is to have a good boundary. And having a good boundary is also having that positive disposition to be more generous to other people, trying to understand their life situation. There are such things as transference, wherein the tension of another situation is accidentally being transferred to us. If we have a good boundary, we deal people with integrity, it somehow makes other people also to have second thoughts in doing injustice against us. They somehow try to think, well, this person deals with me with integrity, I should deal with this person also with integrity. So sometimes even a person is angry, if we deal with them with integrity, somehow they have second thoughts of being unkind to us. But if ever they treat us unkindly, we don't take it personally. We try to see, okay, this seems to be unusual. He usually deals with me, or she usually deals with me with integrity and kindness. Suddenly now they suddenly explode on me. Maybe it's not really directed towards me. It is directed towards something else, a certain situation that has just happened before we encountered each other. So it can be just a transference of energy. And I don't deserve this kind of energy. So somehow you will be able to handle it with a certain objectivity, that you will not allow that kind of energy to affect you. So immediately you are able to handle the situation with peace. You are able to forgive this person and try to understand, okay, maybe he or she just had something, just encountered a certain situation before we encountered each other, and it's not really directed towards me. It is for something else, and I was just accidentally there in the situation, so they accidentally dumped that energy on me. Well, I'm not gonna let them affect, because it's not, I will not let this energy affect me, because it is not intended for me. So you just know that, oh, this energy I do not deserve to receive this kind of energy. So you have that objectivity to defend yourself from low level energies, from energies that are unkind. So in a certain sense, you learn to forgive, you learn to understand, and you try to see also, oh, even I myself, I have those moments, and I myself also commit mistakes along the way. So if it's you who have, if it is you that you who has really committed a certain mistake, you just tell yourself, well, I'm just being perfectly human. To be perfectly human is to be imperfect, to commit mistakes, and to learn from the mistakes. The important thing is we learn from that. Okay. So if we committed a mistake, we honestly say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Can I begin again?" Okay. It's like that. Sometimes when we deal aggressiveness with a certain humility of accepting our uh, part in the situation, and then trying to work on it or improve on the situation, trying to work on our mistakes, then people suddenly, sometimes the energy of anger is dissipated immediately. When you commit a mistake, you say, "Oh, yeah, you're right. I made a mistake. I agree. I agree with you. Uh, I'll try to work on it. I'll correct it. I'll correct on it right now." So, in a certain sense, immediately the situation is diffused because you are able to forgive yourself also. You tell yourself, you accept your humanness, that you are also prone to commit mistakes. So immediately you forgive yourself, and as you forgive yourself, people will also say, okay, he's right. So he committed a mistake. He honestly accepted it. So the tension is immediately diffused. So learning to forgive others, learning to forgive ourselves can immediately allow us to regain peace inside us. So what happens, even if there is tension around us, even if people are already shouting with each other, okay, biting each other, okay, we are able to look at the situation objectively, and we have good boundaries that we are not affected by the exterior environment. We are still able to respond to the situation objectively and proactively. So even if the situation is negative, we can always respond to it in a positive way, because we have that generosity to understand people, to forgive them, and also to understand ourselves and to forgive ourselves whenever we commit mistakes, knowing that it's part of life, it's part of our learning process, and whatever tension is, these too will pass. And learning to forgive is also knowing that we don't know everything. And when we also accept that reality, that we don't know everything, that we are always a diamond on the rough, we are always in the process of being improved by the universe, then we realize we are also not alone. We can always turn to the universe. "Lord, I made a mistake. I need help. Please solve this problem for me." Immediately the tension also disappears when we realize our imperfections and that we need the divine in our life. When we have a strong backing behind us, we can immediately go to the divine and say, "Whoops, I committed a mistake. Can you help fix the problem I just committed?" Okay. Sometimes the anxiety that goes with a problem, especially if it's something that we committed because of our mistakes, no, we can always turn to the universe and say, "I made a mistake. Can you please help me solve this problem? I'll do my part to cooperate to you, but please solve it for me." Having that kind of humility to go in recourse from the Spirit removes all the tension and allows us to, again, seize the day and enjoy the present moment. Well, that's it for today for our Good Morning Tarot. I hope that it has helped you in your present life's journey. So if ever you will encounter certain situations that will give you anxiety towards along the day, towards this day, or within this day, just remember you are not alone, and everything you need is already provided for you. You just use what is given to you and try to be objective and try to be more understanding of everyone around you and also of yourself. Well, thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again in our next videos. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.